Shalom Aleichem, dear friends and listeners. At the beginning of this week's Parsha, we learn that Yaakov sent Malachim to Esav. Now, the word Malachim can mean messengers, or it can mean angels. Rashi tells us that in this case it means Malachim Mamish, angels. Now, the Frierdiker Rebbe, previous Lubavitcher Rebbe, told over that the Mezritcher Maggid, who was the second leader of the general Hasidic movement, said a Torah, a Dvar Torah, which was on the last Shabbos of his being on this world, which is actually coming up this week now, because you know Yitas Kislev is his yahrzeit. And he said that Yaakov sent the mamish, the actuality, the substance of the Malachim, and the Ruchnius he left for himself. Now the question is, how can one separate the Ruchnius from the Gashmius of a Malach? Furthermore, if we're going to say that he didn't send the spirituality of the Malachim, then he didn't send real Malachim. We say he sent Malachim Mamish, but now he's missing out. Therefore, we must say that the intention of the Mezritcher Maggid when he said this Torah was that when the Malachim were sent to Esav, they remained loyal in essence to Yaakov Avinu. So even though they were in the territory of Esav, still their spirituality, their inner core, was connected to Yaakov. This can serve as a lesson for all those who were sent out as shluchim, emissaries of the Rebbeim, the leaders of Chabad, who sent out representatives, emissaries, to spread the teachings of Torah and Chassidus throughout the world. And the question is, how can they remain loyal to themselves and retain their spiritual identity while they're engaged with the world? And the answer can be found in this message which came from the Mezritcher Maggid on the last Shabbos while he was in this world, which can be considered as tzavah. And the message is as follows: even when you're engaging with others, you have to remember that you are a shliach of the Rebbe, and even though you are serving your shlichus with all the strands of your soul, nevertheless, one should be only involved in their physical parts in that place, but the innermost essence should feel connected to the source, to the Rebbe and the Rebbe's teachings who sent him. By following this Hairah, we will merit the coming of Mashiach, and the era on which it says, Alu Mashiach b'Hartzion lishpeit es har Esav, that deliverers will go up and judge the mountain of Esav. May it be Bekar of Mamish. Now this concept of being involved only with your substance and keeping your spirituality for yourself is actually found and discussed in many other parts of Torah and Chassidus. One example is when you're doing work, you should remember you're doing it because Hashem told you, not because of any personal matter. When you're giving tzedakah, when you're supporting your family, whatever you do, it should be for the sake of Hashem and not for any personal agenda. And this way, we will stick to what we have to do without sidetracking, and we will bring that the whole world will be into the kingship of Hashem. Kol Tov, have a great week.